What is going on, world? What's up, everyone? It's Zero here. Today I'm bringing you guys a brand new Starcraft 2 video. This one features two of the best players in the world of Starcraft 2. Spawning here in the bottom left-hand corner of Lost and Found LE, playing with the blue Zerg pieces. He's very well known as one of the most consistent Zerg players in the world. His name is Dark. And his opponent spawning in the top right-hand corner of the map, playing with the red Protoss pieces. He's currently known as one of the best Protoss players currently on the planet. His name is ShoWTimE. So, guys and girls, I'm extremely excited about this game in this series right here, which is the best of 3 that was played at Blizzcon 2018, which, of course, is the global finals of StarCraft 2, between two juggernaut players, to say the least. These guys are forces to be reckoned with their, particular races that they play as. But I gotta say, guys, this was Group C of BlizzCon, and every game counts when you talk about the group stages, because of course you want to move on to the bracket stages and kind of move into, hopefully the further you can go, the better, into, the quarterfinals, semifinals, and then maybe even into the grand finals of BlizzCon, which of course is the biggest tournament of the year for these guys. So, does look like ShoWTimE forced our Zerg player, Dark, to go ahead and get his third base as his second, and then it looks like a pretty standard hatch gas pool coming out of Dark. On the opposite side, we are going to go ahead and see a gateway into the Cybernetics core and now into the Natural Nexus. So nothing too out of the ordinary by either one of these players so far. It does look like, the big question that remains is, who's really got the advantage in this particular, matchup. And, it's hard to say, guys, because both these players are so evenly matched. It's unbelievable. It's just incredibly, just how good these guys are, man. Watching these pro gamers is something that I absolutely love doing, and I'm amazed every day by how good these players are. But it does look like we are going to see the Zergling speed upgrade coming out of Dark here relatively quickly, and then we are going to see a Stargate coming out of ShoWTimE. So it does look like it's, as I said, pretty standard openers by both of these players. We are going to see that Warp Gate research coming in with the Cybernetics core, pretty much the most standard upgrade for a Protoss player. But as I said, it looks like there is going to be a shade in here, and there's going to be pretty much not too much here to really fend off this Adept here that could do as much damage as possible to a lot of a few of these drones, at least. Getting a couple of them for his troubles. Nice play there by ShoWTimE, and it doesn't seem like much getting some of those workers, but it really does matter in the grand scheme of things when we're talking about the highest level of play in StarCraft 2. But nonetheless, no crippling amounts of damage was dealt. It does look like we are going to see a Phoenix coming out of the Stargate. So once Dark finds out about this, most likely we're gonna probably see some Spore Crawlers go down in a couple of these bases here of the Zerg player. It does look like an Oracle is going to be coming out now for ShoWTimE. But ShoWTimE, one thing that he really likes to do is mass Phoenixes, and he is one of the best in the world, if not the best in the world, at the Phoenix play. He will take out your entire mineral line in a matter of seconds if he has, anywhere between like 7 to 10 of these Phoenixes. I mean, it's unbelievable to watch. Anyways, there is a lair that's going to be going down here for Dark. So we are starting, he's going to start getting those lair-based units. And he's got a couple of those Spore Crawlers going down as well to kind of fend off against any kind of aggression that our Protoss player may throw at him. A couple of Zerglings are going to be kind of scattered throughout the map here, just trying to get any kind of information at all to see when that third base very well might be going down here. Couple of Adepts are going to be out now on the playing field, and ShoWTimE, I mean, both these players really do tend to give each other a lot of respect because, you know, that respect is really deserved with how good these players actually are. We're starting to see the double Phoenix production. So as I said, something that ShoWTimE is so good at is the Phoenix play. Absolutely incredible watching him do his thing with that. Does look like we are going to see the tech of choice is going to be the Hydralisk Den. We're also going to see a lot of Zerglings coming out as well here for Dark. And I wonder if Dark is going to go for a little bit of some aggression here shortly. We see that third base going down now. The big question remains, once Dark finds out about this, is he going to allow this to happen? We are starting to see more and more Hydras coming out, and I am wondering here if we're going to see a push by our Zerg player as we are approaching the 6-minute mark. We got about 5 of these Phoenixes here, actually 6 of them, and those are going to be able to do, you know, a decent amount of damage here if they're given the opportunity. And it looks like they are going to go in there and they're going to start doing a little bit of some damage here to a bunch of these drones. Those Spore Crawlers are going to do a lot of damage though, and now we've got some Hydras here, but a lot of drone kills there will certainly help ShoWTimE. You got to be so careful. It does look like that that third base is going down here, but these Zerglings are going to try to kind of keep the Protoss player at home. We are going to see now double robotics facilities coming out, and I'm assuming we're going to start seeing Immortals coming out. Muscular Augments is just finishing up here for the Hydras. Does look like these Phoenixes are going to try to get into that third base location here of the Zerg. But nothing too, you know, crazy as of yet. It does look like we are going to see the Baneling nest coming out of our Zerg player right now, and I love that decision. We could see a Baneling bust here relatively shortly. It does look like ShoWTimE is going to see that the Baneling nest is going to be the unit of choice here, or I should say the tech of choice for some of these Zerglings. Forge is coming in here, and there are a decent amount of these Immortals that are going to be coming out here. So I think ShoWTimE may very well know that there is, you know, something might not be right. There might be a push here coming any moment. We are going to see the Lurker Den going down, as well as the Evolution Chamber. So it does look like a bunch of these Phoenixes are going to get the pickup on some of those Zerglings. But Zerglings and Hydras are going to start moving across the map here. And this should be interesting. These Phoenixes, oh, you do not want to lose those Phoenixes. Getting an Oracle, that's a big pickup there. Now the question is, more and more drones are going to be coming in now for our Zerg player, but there is a decent amount of units here at this you know, third base location, and the question I have is Dark going to overextend just a little bit to get you know, try to obtain a victory against ShoWTimE, who is on 3 bases and is starting to, you know, really ramp up the production. 4th base is going to be started here for Dark, or I should say just be finishing up. And once he gets fully saturated on 4 bases, I think Dark is going to be in a fine position. He's got more and more Zerglings on that production tab as well as Hydras. So I think we're going to start seeing more of those Lurkers coming out here. 4th Nexus is going down here. And the question is Dark going to allow this to happen? Looks like more and more of these Phoenixes are going to be coming into play here, trying to get as much damage as possible. We have a macro hatchery for Dark in the main base location, but there's a lot of Immortals here, and this army is starting to get kind of scary now. With a lot of Lurkers, that can be very scary as well for the Protoss player to have to deal with. Lots and lots of Lurkers are coming up on that production tab, and once again we're seeing the amount of creep spread that is moving across the map here, and this is where Dark really starts to shine, when he starts to you know, take out you know, or starts really getting that vision, and having that map vision is absolutely crucial. Now we are going to see these lurkers are going to start moving in here, and it does look like they are going to try to split this army up by getting those force fields down, but I don't know if there's enough here right now. ShoWTimE's army is a little bit out of position here. Those lurkers are in such a difficult position to engage here. There are a lot of immortals, though, that are going to start moving down the ramp. These lurkers, though, are going to be giving so much value here. The banelings are going to be moving in. Beautiful force fields, though, by ShoWTimE. But it does look like that third base location has gone down, and it looks like Dark is once again, he's going to be moving into the fourth base location, going after a bunch of these probes, and just like that, Dark is now everywhere. He's starting to really try to squeeze this army and completely surround him as it is, and absolutely beautiful play here by Dark, going after his opponent. GG is called, and Dark takes a 1-0 lead over one of the best Protoss players currently on the planet. I hope you guys did enjoy this game between Dark and ShoWTimE, and if you guys did, leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, stay positive, and as always, I will see you guys all in the next one. Peace.